All right, my friends, how are you today? Aaron here bringing your daily horoscope for Saturday, the 4th of January, 2020. All right, I'm still not used to saying that yet. Anyway, all right, moving forward, I gotta say, I totally messed up. The eclipse is on the 10th, and for some reason I said the 9th. It's happening at 2:20 to 2:22 p.m. on Friday the 10th. For some reason, my brain had Friday as being the 9th. So, complete apologies about that. Anyway, I'm not infallible, right? Back to the 4th. Okay, we've got a lot of great stuff going on. We've got Mars in Sagittarius right now, right? Leading the way, learning, right? The journeyman out journeying, seeing what's going on in the world, right? So it's going to bring us to a lot of new places, a lot of new things. Again, having faith and just trusting our intuition, which is really good because it's going to lead you to places that you're like, I don't have a reason to go here, but I'm feeling pulled to. I just got pulled to the Boston Tea Room today. So hi, Danielle from the Boston Tea Room. It's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for the delicious tea. Trusting our intuition, trusting, I don't know. I don't know why to go in this direction or this space or this place, but I just trust myself. I trust that spirit is leading me, guiding me to wherever I need to be. Whatever I need to find is going to be there. For whatever reason, I'm going to turn over this rock, and see what's underneath it. Maybe there's a treasure. All right, so Mars in the sign of Sagittarius just entered, right, on Friday the 3rd, is creating a trine, okay, fire sign to Chiron and to Chiron, just to Chiron, excuse me. And so that's like, okay, so there's an aspect of healing by trusting ourselves, by following that intuition, by following those urges and those impulses, okay? It's like, again, trusting myself, trusting in this journey is going to lead to my own healing of like resistance, so the path of least resistance wins. So the moon is now moving into Taurus, okay? Moon is exalted in Taurus. So the moon is going to be linking up with Uranus, who is definitely not exalted in Taurus. Uranus is that great wrecking ball going through and basically steamrolling down an old foundation that we have built up that is something as a secure structure, a secure concept, a secure, tradition of this is how I cook my eggs, or this is how I do my daily practices, or this is how this happens, or again, dealing with people as well, depending on where this lies in your chart. If this happens, I cut you out of life, or if this happens, that means this. And this emotional energy, there's an emotional awakening saying that that's not necessarily so, and to be tender with ourselves during this great change, because we can expect this great change. Because Mars, let me show you now, is creating that quincunx, the 5/12 aspect to the moon and to Uranus, okay? As well, these two creating that creative quintile here to Venus. So Venus is like, look, I see a vision for the future. So there's a creative way I can break through, okay? There's tension between Neptune, this semi-square right here to Uranus and to the moon. It's going to be happening with Uranus for quite a while. And it's just like, look, if you really want to create the life of your dreams, there's something that we have to allow and accept to change, okay? I want to stop using like letting go of, because that's part of it, but it's just like, again, allowing and accepting change, right? So that the quintile, again, Venus seeing the future of things, saying like, look, I know a different way to go about doing this. I know a different way to heal, okay? So it's like, kind of fun energy going from Mars to this quintile, or this, excuse me, my phone's going off, to this quincunx. Okay, the quincunxes and the square, this semi-square that you see here, that's tension, okay? And this is tension that you can't really see. It's like somebody coming out of your blind spot right here. This opposition, it's just like, I see this right in front of me. It's a no-brainer. I see my opponent, or I see my objective. I see my obstacle. A square, it's even like right here. I can see that. It's not in my direct line of sight, but I can see where this needs balance. Okay, where these quincunx and the semi-square, or even the sesqui-square, they're like something that's off to the side, that's like, every time you try to see it, it's not quite presenting itself as being visible. So this is going to be happening for a while between Neptune and Uranus, okay? Very slow-moving planets. It takes 84 years for Uranus to go around the sun. It takes 176 years for Neptune to go around the sun. So this little bit of tension that's going on is going to be happening for a while. Again, saying like if you want to achieve this dreams, if you want to get this clarity to bring things into this world, there's something that has to change. There's something that we need to allow and to accept differently than what is currently going on, And sometimes it's like, let it be, it's like going up to the river, of good water, but then if there's a bunch of, play that just happened in this river, or the stream, or this pond, or whatever it may be, then the mud's going to be coming up. Okay, the mud's coming up here, so that fresh water isn't drinkable. So it's not that we have to do anything. It's like sometimes it's just sitting. It's just, again, that allowing and accepting. And then slowly the mud or the dirt, whatever, is going to, go back to the bottom of the pond and allow for that clean, fresh water to be up top. So sometimes it's not us actively doing something or actively just being patient. Again, that's something that 2020 is going to be directing us all year, is just being patient. It's an old Buddhist saying, doing nothing is doing something. So this is kind of highlighting that in a certain degree. And then we have this going on just for a little bit longer here. Mars creating the septile, to Pluto. Again, this is about information, about really seeking out information and seeking out the faith in oneself and being rewarded for marching to the beat of your own drum, being rewarded and allowing your life to transform because you're going about your own way. Okay, now on Saturday and on Sunday, this is the last 2 days of Saturn being at the 21 degrees, okay? So on Monday it moves out and starts to conjunct Pluto. That's starting to happen on Monday, and it will be going on all week long, okay? So again, this is about surrendering. Surrender, 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 surrender. All right? And as well, we have the sun creating the sextile over there to Neptune. All right? Our dreams, our reality coming into one another. Okay? And that's going to be happening over the next 3 days, and then Mercury is going to meet up with them as well. So this is a really powerful Saturday, really powerful weekend. Again, seeking out whatever it is that you're doing, trusting and having faith in your own journey, having faith in the process of just being led and just allowing things to be. And if things are going on differently than what you're used to or than what they are, it's like being shocked and in awe about a new way of receiving this and doing things and being very pleased with the outcome, right? So happy Saturday, my friends. We'll see you tomorrow.